looking forward to this straight. You're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now Golden State's starting five. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Moses Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a three-point game. Green finds Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Out to Wallace. Those three-pointers off the mark. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
On the free throw, no good. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Thunder now. Now here's Wallace. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Outside, Dort. That three off the mark.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And he's good on the second. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wallace outside. Dort passes to Williams. Now here's SGA. It's the three-point bomb.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Green kicks to Curry. Outside Butler. Back to Curry from outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And here now the Thunder. They trail by 6. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Butler. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. And it's Green with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Outside Williams. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Oklahoma City. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for SGA. Here's Wallace. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
This is what makes guarding Shea so hard. He reads the defense, and he knows when to kick it out for a 3. So if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Thunder trailing by 5. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA double team. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Tries it again, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, he's cooking now. That's 3 out of 4 here at the start.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
Free throw dropped for Holmgren. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Curry looking it over. Butler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. No problems knocking that one down. Curry's got 11 points.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
SGA against Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. Podziemski, he's checked in for Moody. Holmgren against Porzingis. Pass to Podziemski. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Let's see some of the numbers here for Moses Moody. Butler kicks to Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And here's SGA. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York. Holmgren can't hit. The Warriors have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Thunder trailing by 4. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Fires, high post. 2 points. That one goes. SGA's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Butler passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now, here's SGA. 7 points in the game. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Mitchell dishes to Williams. Caruso finds Williams. Screen by Hartenstein. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Melton passes to Curry. Poked loose. Caruso with the ball. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Joe's checked in. Here's Mitchell. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Here's Podziemski. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Back to Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Free throw good, Podziemski. So at this stage of the season, Tim, some teams I feel are already starting to look ahead to the playoffs. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think you're going to glimpse at what that looks like because your adrenaline is going to take you there. But I think the focus should be on the here and now, continuing to get better on a daily basis.
If you're not looking at what's in front of you, you're going to lose what's perhaps ahead of you.
Boy, that is so true.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Hartenstein showing you a little bit of flair right there. Very stylish on that dunk.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Kevin, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Now, here's Melton. Still scoreless, and it's good for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Golden State. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. Number 1, the Thunder.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
And here now the Thunder, 7-point differential. On the wing, Mitchell. He's defended by Podziemski. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. He's been a factor for them over the last month, averaging about 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
Yeah, it's all about great energy, and he brings that part to the game. His teammates feed off of that.
2 on the clock. And it's Mitchell missing.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Butler attacking. Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Porzingis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now a 9-point Warrior lead. 1:31 left to play here in the first. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Now Joe. Shoots over Melton. Rebound by Butler. Tries the spin move. Here's Podziemski. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Podziemski's got 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others. Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Al Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Here's Podziemski. He's got 7. Here's Butler. Rebounded by Joe.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And D'Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. "35 seconds left to play in the first. Caruso against Butler.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass. Just doing the job on the backboard.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. And the Warriors miss again.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Mitchell is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
Now we get a chance to check out Chet Holmgren.
Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Warriors leading by 11. Tim the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now the Warriors moving it up. Ahead. Deflects the pass. And Butler with his second chance points. Butler's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
I just love how high Butler elevates, especially when he's jamming in putbacks. Just an exceptional athlete.
Now here's Caruso. Still without a basket. No good with the triple.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Podziemski, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Moody's checked in for Quentin Post. He doesn't get the second one. And Holmgren has the ball here for the Thunder. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Caruso kicks to Mitchell. Butler against Holmgren. From down in the low post. It goes. Holmgren's got 9.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Pass to Butler. Shoots over Holmgren, and it's Butler missing.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Joe passes to Mitchell. Holmgren looking around for the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
A wide open look here for Caruso. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You see the court awareness from Holmgren. Nice job spotting the open man.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Alex Caruso. And the Warriors also making a change. Porzingis, he's checked in for Al Horford. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Butler on the attack.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Thunder trailing by 13. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is nonstop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
And here is Mitchell. Still yet to score. It's Joe on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Warriors leading by 10. Melton feeling it out a bit. Butler finds Porzingis, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Porzingis has got 12 in the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now, here's SGA. He has 7. Here's Holmgren. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Porzingis sets the pick for Butler. Pass to Moody. Here's Porzingis. Great D that time from Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 13. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander slams it down.
North of the border, he's north of the rim.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Melton. Butler from outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Holmgren with a screen on Melton. And a wide open look for SGA. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Podziemski. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Isaiah Joe. And Wallace subbed in for Mitchell. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in, and that one misses. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Al Horford, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Peyton in for Brandon Podziemski. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kristaps Porzingis.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 25-point game against Houston.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to New York.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, it was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be. Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Wallace with a screen for SGA. And the dunk by SGA.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Moody. Horford kicks to Payton. Here's Porzingis, defended by Holmgren. No good off the front iron. The Thunder have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Williams looking around. There's the three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Moody. Now here's Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Curry, no good. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Steph Curry, what a finish!
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Thunder trailing by 12. SGA passes to Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Misses the three.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City. Quentin Post is checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 10. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Outside Curry. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's SGA. Right at the rim. No problem there for Shea.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Warriors with possession here. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Back to you.
All purpose. Thank you, Allie. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Wallace. To the left side wing. Moody trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 13-4 run. Williams finds George. Here's Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. To the middle. Here's Post. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's the pick. Here's Williams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over in the corner, George. No good on the 3. Warriors leading by 9. Porzingis passes to Curry. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Post. Over Williams. Here's Porzingis. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Just 5 to shoot. Off target with his 3. From deep 3-point land. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And the first half is now in the books. The Warriors on top, up 11. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play and any changes in mind?
Well, we'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall, and we'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Greetings, folks. We're at the half, and Porzingis has been going off in this one.
The unicorn out there creating magic. Shots are falling easy at 7 foot whatever. I don't know how you stop him.
I guess you have to grow a couple of inches and maybe bring out a ladder.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. Papa No Look 3 is curious as to whether Shaq could have made it as a stretch 5.
Look, there's an easy way to answer that. Shaq, how many threes did you make in your NBA career?
One more than everybody watching at home.
Good point. But then they didn't answer. How many dunks did you have? Stretch 5? No, we're going inside the big fella.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Moody is out there with Curry, and it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and it's the Warriors on the break. He gets it in there. And that's now 18 points for Porzingis.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Dort with the bounce pass. Wallace outside. Over Moody. Wallace misses. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. That free throw good from Porzingis. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Back to Curry. Pass to Butler. Outside for Curry. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Curry, no good. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now here's Curry. He's got 15. Here's Butler. That one drops for him. Butler's got 9.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Wallace outside. Williams kicks to Dort. Wallace outside. Pass to SGA. A three-pointer, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. Number 1, the Thunder. Second, the Warriors.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Wallace outside. Outside, Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 6 on the shot clock. SGA against Curry. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. So it'll be Jimmy Butler shooting. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
And the team adopts the personality of Jimmy Butler. He can alter a team's culture.
Curry against SGA. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Curry. The kick outside to Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
SGA finds Wallace. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Porzingis.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
Clock at 4. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And Jalen Williams that time showing you that explosive athleticism.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Butler. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Butler's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Warriors leading by 23. Now Curry. 15 points in the game. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He sinks the 11-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
Kick it out, kick it out. Screen.
There's Green with the 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Moody finds Green. Butler against SGA. Misses the baby hook. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 19. Holmgren dishes to Williams. Here's Dort. No good on the triple. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Butler passes to Curry. Blocked by SGA.
That is timing on the part of SGA, protecting that paint.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Warriors leading by 17. Down low, Williams with the steal. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Tim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
SGA feeling it out a bit. Outside, Dort. SGA kicks to Walls. Off target from outside.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Outside for Curry. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 18 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 22 points.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Hartenstein. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Right side, SGA. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now here's Curry. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. from 12 feet out. Rebounded by Joe. Oklahoma City shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. Joe can't get it to go.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Back to Green. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Green. 3-on-3. Here's Butler. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 21 points for Butler.
He's found his rhythm here in the second half. Let's see if they keep calling his number.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Mitchell looking it over. Porzingis against Hartenstein. Pass to Joe. And the layup falls. Joe's got 5.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Golden State.
And here's Porzingis. Outside, Green to the middle. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And when Jimmy Butler is this confident, he is a nightmare to contain. Butler just takes over games with his scoring.
The Thunder shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Mitchell passes to Hartenstein. Porzingis with the steal. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Here's SGA. The Warriors making the shot. Chalk up 2 there. SGA's got 20.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
.54 seconds left in the third. Outside Curry. Back to Podziemski. Butler from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Butler's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. Here's Hartenstein. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Butler. He's got 26. Pass to Curry. Outside Butler. Just 5 on the clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Williams, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And then for Golden State, Al Horford. He's checked in for Porzingis. Quentin Post comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Moses Moody in for Curry. Takes a 3. That shot off the mark. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Mitchell is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Pajemski finds Melton. Stolen by Mitchell. To the paint. He's looking for Joe and finds him. Lays it up off the glass. Joe's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Thunder.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Now post. Back to Porzingis. Over Hartenstein. Porzingis can't hit. The Thunder shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Joe. A three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Drawing those defenders to the lane creates space on the perimeter. Beautiful look.
Here's Pajemski. Covered by Mitchell. Now, here's Moody. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Mitchell. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Moses Moody. And, Tim, you look at some of the advanced metrics. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the modern era.
Yeah, Kevin, that impact is rare for a guy who is 6'5", but he grew up on the court in College Station, Texas. Basketball is in his veins.
The first one falls. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And so Caruso nails both of them. Warriors leading by 22. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Melton. Now Porzingis. He's defended by Hartenstein. Here's Moody. They can't stop the run with that one. And Holmgren has the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Melton. And there's the foul. There we go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And the Thunder making a change here. SGA's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Pajemski with it. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. Pajemski grabs the board.
You have to defend the 3-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Pass to Melton. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Now Moody. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Quentin Pose gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Golden State also making a change. Green's checked in. Holmgren up top. Inside, Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And it's SGA penetrating. And that one drops for him. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Mitchell. Holmgren sets the screen for Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors leading by 22. And here's Porzingis. Pass to Podziemski. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Mitchell. Then for the Warriors, Al Horford. He's checked in for Porzingis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Melton. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Now here's Butler. Here's Green. Shot clock at 5. Butler in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Takes it from 10. Horford with the rebound. The Warriors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. A nice shot by Moody.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
First one falls for him.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And so Butler nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
SGA passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes in there. SGA's got 10 points here in the second half.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years, but nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Warriors leading by 22. Here's Curry. Butler from outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He is dialed in right now, perfect from the field this quarter.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Porzingis. Shot from 12. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 34 points for Porzingis.
A sensational shooter. Porzingis really is a unicorn.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace, good.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Pass to Moody. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Moody's got 5 points now this quarter. SGA against Curry. Holmgren in the post. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And we know Chet can shoot the ball, but I like him the most when he's near the basket.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Here's SGA. Holmgren at the elbow. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes. And that's now 30 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Warriors leading by 20. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Butler. Fires the three. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Dort kicks to Williams. And the three off target. Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porzingis. And it's the Warriors on the break.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And another three for Golden State.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. SGA kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Trying to get something going. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points in the game. Now here's Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.